Actress Kaley Cuoco recently had an interview with Redbook Magazine, and she was asked about feminism, which I found kind of interesting. The reporter asked her, hey, do you consider yourself a feminist? And here's her, in my opinion, non-controversial answer. She says, is it bad if I say no? It's not really something I think about. Things are different now, and I know a lot of the work that paved the way for women happened before I was around. I was never that feminist girl demanding equality, but maybe that's because I never really faced inequality. Now, just to give you some context, Kaley makes a whopping $1 million per episode on The Big Bang Theory, okay? So she's rolling in the big bucks, and I can totally understand her perspective of no inequality because she's made it. She's set for life. But nonetheless, people were really upset at the way that she answered that question. And surprisingly, she backtracked and said the following in an Instagram post. I love how they used to do it on Twitter, and then they're like, 140 characters, not enough. Let me post a picture and write a big-ass paragraph backtracking. Anyway, here's what she said. In my Redbook article, some people have taken offense to my comments regarding feminism. If any of you are in the biz, you are well aware of how words can be taken out of context. I'm completely blessed and grateful that strong women have paved the way for my success along with many others. I apologize if anyone was offended. Anyone that truly knows me knows my heart and knows what I meant. I don't think you were taken out of context. I think that you honestly said what you felt, and that's completely okay. Not every woman has a similar experience in the workforce, okay? So I had a completely opposite reaction. I came into this job thinking that sexism doesn't exist. Like, oh, what are all these feminists crying about? There is no inequality. Everyone's just whiny. And then I was exposed to a lot of misogyny, not in this company, but through various, things that I've had to do through work, right? Mm-hmm. So my experience isn't similar to hers, and that's okay. We have different perspectives.
If you worked for me, you would also experience misogyny. You would know. Okay, no. So, look, I have mixed feelings about this. On the one hand, I don't know. I don't know if this is right, but I feel like people are making a federal case. And she's just a young woman who was like, I don't know, I'm rich. My life is freaking awesome, right? So I haven't experienced inequality. So a lot of women I meet think automatically, because of propaganda that's been put out in the general public, they think, I'm not a feminist. Mm-hmm. Because feminist has been labeled a dirty word in a sense.
It has a very negative connotation.
Right. Now, at the same time, she did say, I didn't have to be a feminist, in essence, because of all the women who worked to get me in a position where I do make all this money. So that's fair, right? But it's also fair for feminists who fight for equality, and not everybody makes $1 million an episode. They have, look, at a minimum 22 episodes in a season, right? Well, 13 in a normal season, but they're already well established. Bottom line is, she makes tens of millions of dollars every single year. She's enormously wealthy, right?
Yeah.
But before, women fought so hard to get to that position, and not everybody makes that kind of money today.
Right.
So there's still a long way to go in that fight. So I wish she would have been a little clearer from the beginning, but at the same time, she corrected herself.
I don't think that she needed to correct herself. Look, don't get me wrong. I'm not one of those people who denies inequality, and I get a lot of heat for saying that inequality exists. But her experience seems to be very different from a lot of other women's experiences. Not all workplaces are the same. Not every industry is the same. Is there sexism and discrimination within Hollywood? Absolutely, no question about it. But her experience is, I'm making $1 million per episode. I'm chilling. No, I'm not a feminist, and that's okay.